Seyyed Mohammad-Ali Emam-Shooshtari, born 1902 AD, died 1972 AD, was a prominent Iranian historian and religious scholar. He was born in 1902 AD in Shushtar, Iran. Most of his ancestors were religious scholars, the most prominent of which is Seyyed Nematollah Jazayeri and Seyyed Abdullah, who was the head of assembly at Mugan Plain, and he wrote the coronation speech of Nader Shah Afshar. He was the son of Seyyed Mohammad Sharif, Friday Emam of Shushtar and 8th descendant of Seyyed Nematollah Jazayeri. His mother was Sareh Beigum, the granddaughter of famous Shia scholar, Sheikh Jafar Shooshtari, who lived at the time of Naser al-Din Shah Qajar. His paternal lineage was as follows: Muhammad Ali, son of Seyyed Mohammad Sharif, son of Hajj; Seyyed Mohammad Emam Jomeh, son of Seyyed Hassan Emam Jomeh, son of Seyyed Abdolkarim Emam Jomeh, son of Seyyed Mohammad Javad, son of Seyyed Abdullah, son of Seyyed Noor Al-Din, son of Seyyed Nematollah Jazayeri. After finishing Shia religious studies to the degree of ijtihad, he studied history of Arab literature under the supervision of his uncle Sheikh Mohammad Shooshtari and his brother Seyyed Noor Al-Din Emam-Shooshtari. He then studied English language and became an employee of Ministry of Marif. He worked as a teacher first, then moved to Ministry of Holdings. He was subsequently transferred to Tehran Office of Customs. He was subsequently promoted to the head of Customs Office. He was fluent in Persian, Arabic, and English. He became the head of Arabic section of Pahlavi Library, and he collaborated with Sabi Barouz. In 1971 he was awarded by the Shah of Iran for his books and articles. He was an expert on the early history of Islam. He made many speeches in Iran radio about the early Muslim commanders who were often thought to be Arab but were of Persian descent. He was diagnosed with cancer in his last few years and subsequently died due to the complications of cancer. Geographical history of Kazakhstan. History of scales and currencies in Islamic governments. Encyclopedia of Persian words in Arabic. Translation of advices of Ardeshir Babakan from Arabic to Persian. Iran, the land of science and art. History of kingship and kingdom of Iran. A chapter on water and watering in ancient Persia. History of music in Islam. Khuzestan and current in ancient times. Persian Gulf and the history of lighthouses. Philosophical origins of kingship in Iran. 7 cities of Madin. Mazdak and his religion. Contribution of Iranians in early advancements of Islam. Immense contribution of Sassanid literature and Abbasid literature. Influences of Iranian architecture on Islamic architecture. Influence of Iranian culture on the Arabs. Save the Persian language. Why we don't care about the Persian language. Economic resources of Persian Gulf. Iranian painting arts in early Islamic periods.